Proper is actually a function which capitalizes the first character of the word and lowercase other character in the word. So let's see what exactly it does. So proper, and then you call the cell A1. So it capitalizes every character in the word, the first character in the word. So that would be W, T, and E. So right here, W, T, and E are capitalized, and the lowercase the rest character in the word. So you see the rest characters are lowercase. So let's see what will happen if we have an apostrophe right here. So we call proper. Remember to add an equal sign before you call function. And then we type right here is A2. So you see that after a hyphen or apostrophe, Excel still regarded as a word. So it capitalizes C and S and also W right here. And let's see what will happen if we have a number and a word linked together, and what will Excel do if, in this case, A3. And then you can see it still capitalized the first word, but it lowercase the middle one. So this is actually how the function proper works. Capitalize all the cells content is very easy in Excel. We can use a function called upper. So we call upper right here, refer to cell A1, and then we drag it. So you can see it's A1, right? And then it refers to A2, A3, and A4, and so on. So no matter what is the combination, whatever is this capital letter or combined with some lowercase right here, it still returns all uppercase right here if you use the upper function. So it is really easy to make all the cells content in the uppercase using upper function. Lower, as a function name, is act as a lowercase function. So let's see what happens right here. I type lower, and then I call A1, okay, and then all the capital letters in the cell returns to lowercase. So if I drag it, it refers to A2, A3, A4. So no matter what is the the combination, whatever it is lowercase or capital letter in the original cell, it all turns lowercase. Now this is the function of lower. Trim is actually a function which eliminates unnecessary spacebar. So right here in the cell A1, you can see this is a string, okay, and it has a lot of unnecessary spacebar. Say at the very beginning they have two spacebar right here, and between two, we can think of this kind of, this set of number is word, and also this is word, right? Suppose two words, what between two words is only contain one spacebar, but right here we have three spacebar, and we also have unnecessary spacebar at the very end of the string. So what right here we can use the function trim to eliminate the unnecessary spacebar. So you use trim and call A1. So the unnecessary spacebar in front of the word, between the words, and at the end of the word will be eliminated. So this is a function of trim. I hope it helps you, and remember to like or subscribe our YouTube video if you find it useful. Thanks for watching. Concatenate is actually a function which helps you to merge the cell together. Now actually not really merge the cells, but merge the values in the cells together in a new cell. So let's have a look at the example first. Suppose I type here concatenate, and I select A2 cell and B2 cell. So it will merge the values in A2 and B2 together. So what the expecting answer will be 1B in the cell F2. So similarly, you can merge the symbols together. So this is expecting the the answer right here. And you can also merge more than one cells together. So if we want to merge the HJ cell values in a C4, so you can also type C4 and it will merge together. So similarly, we can merge it, the cell in A5, B5, C5, D5 we're supposed to merge together as I am a boy into a cell F5. So let me do a wrong example first, and I will tell you what to correct. So select 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cells selected, and it will return I am a boy right here. But you can see that if I have the merged values, I'm a boy, is all stick together without a space bar between them. So you can either add a space bar in the cell, or you can actually add a space bar when you're using concatenate. So the space bar adding would be you add a double quote between a space bar. I mean, you have a double quote that called the space bar. Then you will have the space bar returned to you without changing the cell, without adding the space bar right here. Superscript or subscript. Now this is how you do it. Select the word right here, right click, format cells. And here you'll be able to select superscript, subscript, or straight through. So here is superscript, so it will change to superscript. And for H2O, similarly, select the 2 here this time. It's either here or here, is still fine, right? Format cell, and you choose subscript right here, and then click OK. It will change it to H2O. Let's suppose you have a file name that has a date underscore birthday underscore dad underscore mom underscore Wednesday, and you want to break them back to the date, birthday, dad, mom, and Wednesday separately into separate cells. Of course, it's easy if you just only have one data, but if you have 1,000 of that, it will be very difficult. So you need to have Excel to do that. So how are we going to do it? It's very easy. First of all, you click the data tag, and then you click the from table or range, and then you select the range that you need. You may check or uncheck this, depends whether the table has a header or not. In this case, it doesn't have a header, so I uncheck it and click OK. Excel will generate a Power Query editor, and you will have all those data right here. So right click the column, and then we click split column, and then we choose by delimiter. And then we choose the select or enter the delimiter, and we choose custom, and we type an underscore here. So what is the meaning of that is tell the Power Query to cut the places where it has an underscore. And you can see there is also different kind of option. For example, the leftmost delimiter, rightmost delimiter, or just each occurrence of the delimiter. So in this case, we want to choose this. And then we click OK. So you can see that Excel has already separated the content into different columns, so that you can now use this for the further uses. Okay, so you can click close and load, and then separated content will be generated into different cells. I hope it helps, and remember to like and subscribe our YouTube channels if you find it useful. And here again, thanks for watching. Adding header and footer in Excel is quite easy. It's just one click and then you can get it. Okay, so we can select the view right here and then select the page layout. So after you press page layout, you'll be able to see that you can have a function option to add header or footer right here. So you can just add header here, and if you want to add like a page number, so you can click footer, and then you click design, so you'll be able to add the page number right here. Okay, so I hope it helps, and then remember to like this video or subscribe to our YouTube channel if you find it useful. And here again, thanks for watching.